You know how to make money on demand. That's not the real problem here. You think it is, but when you think about it, every time you push to launch, it ends in the same way. You get chronic migraines that keep you in bed for a full weekend. You have chronic pain flare-ups. So when you actually deliver the calls with your clients, you are struggling as you're talking to them. You're getting sick with pneumonia, flus, or any weird illnesses. And injuries just happen when you do work out, and you feel incredibly sore and inflamed, and your joints are just screaming after you get really, really busy. And so when you drag yourself through this delivery process, your body is literally screaming, and you tell yourself that this is just gonna happen once. But the next time you do launch again in the future, you have big resistance. You are not as consistent. Everything feels heavier because your body knows what to expect. And what's funny is you've done the belief work already. You know that like you can see it, you can visualize it, it makes sense, you are on track, you know that it's possible, but you can't do it without wrecking yourself yet. And so it's clearly not a belief problem or a mindset problem. Your body just can't pay the bills that your business has been racking up. Right now, your nervous system is treating your launches and making money as a medical emergency. And this is what I saw a lot when I worked with patients in the ER. When there is an acute stress or trauma that happens, their bodies will just naturally spike their heart rate, spike their breathing, their inflammation goes all the way up, their muscle tension is really high, they get very spirally and anxious and panicky. Everything is online. Your launches are triggering the exact same threat patterns, except that it's reading pressure, visibility, and deadlines as if it is a life or death situation. And that launch high is what you have used to go through your business because it's worked in the past. But after decades of being in this fight or flight response that has probably started since you were young, your body can only do so much, right? And so because of this, you need longer bouts of recovery after every push, and eventually your body will stop participating. That's why you get vertigo, that's why you get headaches, that's why it slows you down with sickness, and gives you health issues and health scares, which then decreases your capacity to earn more money. What most business owners get wrong is they then focus on the belief stuff, the alignment stuff, and the embodiment stuff. But really, if you already believe that you can make money, if you've already done big launches, it's more than just belief work at this point. Your nervous system has limited capacity to hold this amount because your bucket is lower. It's not a belief issue. You need to train that bucket to be more resilient, to hold more, to get bigger without crushing. This is what I call expanding your nervous system. This is a capacity issue more than just a belief issue. Um, and when you expand your capacity, this is how your nervous system can have the adaptability to have high demand without perceiving it as a threat. And so most entrepreneurs get this wrong because they fix it with more mindset, with more strategy, with more business coaching, but still they crash after a launch. So they start thinking that maybe they're not built out for it, but in reality, it's an actual health, biology, physiology problem. And a lot of the times, what's being taught out there is, you need a pre-launch ritual and a post-launch ritual, but during the launch, everyone just white knuckles it and like keeps their fingers crossed. and they don't know how to regulate in real time. And if you don't know how to do that, as you sell, as you write, as you deliver, as you show up, as you rest after that high output day, your system will accumulate all the stress responses and those chemicals with nowhere to discharge it. Not just at the end of the 10-day sprint or the beginning of the 10-day sprint and the end of the 10-day sprint. No, then you have 10 days of stress hormones wrecking your body. And if you don't know how to regulate that in real time, that is why you crash. That's why every money sprint feels so heavy because it is, because you don't finish those stress cycles as you finish each day. And so unconsciously, you'll avoid selling at the level that you're capable of because your body has now learned that revenue equals suffering. Profit equals burnout. Visibility is I'm gonna be fucked in bed for 3 days. So if this is you, if you have big launches and you leave burnt out, sick, limping, this is more than just a belief issue. You have a nervous system that's being overtaxed each time you make money. But when you expand your nervous system to hold more and learn how to regulate in real time, launching stops feeling like emergencies and they start feeling sustainable. Your revenue can grow without your body needing to pay for it. And so if you're done, absolutely done trading your health for money, for launches, for the dopamine high, then check the links out in the comments and I'll show you how to start rewiring this pattern so your nervous system stop taxing your revenue every time you sell.